Steelers' Terry Bradshaw cracks top 15 best NFL quarterbacks ever. The Pittsburgh Steelers have two former QBs in the top 20. Before Terry Bradshaw, along with a few others, joined the Pittsburgh Steelers in the early 1970s, the franchise was a forgotten one, with zero success in the league during its history. That all changed beginning in 1970 when Bradshaw was selected No. 1 overall by the Steelers. Bradshaw went on an incredible run to help put the Steelers on the map. That was continued in the 2000s by Ben Roethlisberger. Big Ben started his career by going 13-0 as Pittsburgh's starter during his rookie season, the best mark ever by a rookie quarterback. Roethlisberger followed that up a year later by becoming the youngest quarterback to win the Super Bowl as the Steelers became the first sixth seed to win it all. 3 years later, Roethlisberger capped off one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time by completing one of the most clutch passes in NFL history when he hit Santonio Holmes for the game-winning score. Roethlisberger was named to 6 Pro Bowls and is 5th all-time in career passing yards and 8th in career touchdown passes. He's the only player in history with 3 games with at least 500 passing yards. He had back-to-back games with 6 touchdown passes back in 2014. While Roethlisberger cracks the top 20, Bradshaw is just a bit higher and breaks into the top 15 at no turn team. Believe it or not, Bradshaw is the only Steelers player who has won league MVP, doing so in 1978. Bradshaw also won the first of 2 consecutive Super Bowl MVP awards that season, while becoming the first and only QB to win back-to-back Super Bowls twice. In Super Bowl 13, played at the end of the 78 season, Bradshaw threw for then Super Bowl records 318 yards and 4 touchdowns in Pittsburgh's 35-31 win over the Cowboys in the first Super Bowl played between 2 franchises that had already won multiple Super Bowls. In 4 Super Bowls, Bradshaw threw 9 touchdowns against just 4 interceptions. He threw the game-winning score 3 times. In the ever-swelling debate of NFL greatness, names like Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and Peyton Manning dominate the top tiers. Their records, rings, and legendary performances spoken of with reverence. But in a recent ranking that surprised some and validated others, former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Terry Bradshaw has officially cracked the top 15 list of best NFL quarterbacks ever. The news sent waves through both NFL circles and the city of Pittsburgh, where Bradshaw is more than just a name. He's a symbol of the franchise's golden era. But what exactly elevates Bradshaw into such rarefied air in a league bursting with talent across generations? To answer that, we need to take a creative journey back through time, myth, and memory, where grit, glory, and gridiron magic combine to form one of football's most unique careers. The golden-haired gunman from Shreveport. Picture this, the 1970s. The NFL is transforming, rougher, grittier, and more televised than ever before. And in the steel-forged heart of Pittsburgh, a blonde-haired Louisiana kid is being booed by his own fans. He's inconsistent, he's brash, he throws more picks than touchdowns some seasons. People call him dumb, a bust, and mistake. That kid was Terry Bradshaw. Fast forward a few years, and that same quarterback has lifted not 1, not 2, but 4 Super Bowl trophies. The first quarterback in NFL history to do so. Suddenly, he isn't a mistake anymore. He's the face of a dynasty. In a narrative of NFL greatness, Bradshaw's journey is the perfect underdog arc, not because he lacked talent, but because he had to claw his way to greatness under intense scrutiny, pressure, and expectation. The numbers that tell a different story. Critics often point to Bradshaw's career stats as underwhelming by modern standards. 212 touchdown passes to 210 interceptions, a completion percentage hovering below 52%. In today's pass-heavy NFL, those numbers barely crack mediocrity. But greatness isn't always in the stat sheet. Bradshaw played in an era where defenses were allowed to maul receivers. Quarterbacks got no protection. Passing wasn't a luxury, it was a risk. And yet, when it mattered most, in the postseason, Bradshaw became something else entirely. Clutch, confident, and borderline unstoppable. He boasted 14-5 postseason record, including MVP honors and 2 Super Bowls. He outdueled Roger Staubach. He orchestrated iconic plays like the Immaculate Reception. He led game-winning drives when the lights were brightest. In short, Bradshaw had that intangible magic, the ability to win when it mattered. Steel, sweat, and stardom. Bradshaw didn't carry the Steelers alone. The team was loaded with Hall of Famers. Lynn Swann, Franco Harris, Mean, Joe Green, Jack Lambert. But what made Bradshaw unique was that he wasn't just a game manager in a team of stars. He was the bold one, the risk taker, the guy who took the top off defenses with a cannon arm long before the term gunslinger was cool. He made throws that defied belief, deep bombs that looked like artwork, spiraling high into the Pittsburgh sky, landing in the hands of Swan or Stallworth with poetic precision. He brought flair to the game, but also chaos. He could throw 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in the same quarter and still walk off the field with a win. And isn't that what makes legends? In a way, Bradshaw was the NFL's first rock star quarterback, fiery, unpredictable, emotional, and utterly magnetic. The myth beyond the field: after retiring in 1984, Bradshaw did what few quarterbacks manage. He stayed relevant. He even became more beloved. As a broadcaster, he brought humor and humanity to the game. As an actor and entertainer, he embraced his Southern charm and leaned into self-deprecation. He never pretended to be perfect. And maybe that's why fans loved him more. Beneath the showbiz smile is a competitor who never forgot how hard it was to earn respect in the league, and who, after decades of debate, is finally getting his due. Cracking the top 15 isn't just a numerical placement. It's a long overdue recognition of a man who changed what it meant to be a quarterback, not through stats or style, but through unbreakable will. The Bradshaw legacy: tough, timeless, and true. So why now? Why does Bradshaw finally make the cut into the top 15? Perhaps it's because football historians have taken a step back and realized that rings matter. Leadership matters. Winning in the toughest era of football, with broken fingers, concussions, and few rules to protect you, matters. He wasn't perfect, but he was brilliant when it counted. The story of Terry Bradshaw is not one of flawless execution or gaudy numbers. It's the story of a man who played with heart, who got up when he was knocked down, and he was knocked down a lot, and who became the fearless voice of a team that defined toughness.